Hello and welcome. I'm going to do an eyeshadow tutorial today. Now, I'll be honest, I've kind of stayed away from eyes because they can be tricky. Um, I've watched a whole bunch of hack videos trying to brush up on the best ways to apply eyeshadow for you. And I've come up with a system that I like for me, and I hope that you'll like it for you. For me, with eyeshadows, the simpler the better. If you want to glam it up, you can just add more. If you want an everyday look, then I've got you covered. So today I'm going to go over an everyday look that any of us can do with just like 2 or 3 eyeshadow colors. The first thing that I want to do is I've already done my makeup. I haven't done anything to my eyes. So I'm going to close my eye here and try to get close. You can see as we get older, we get some discoloration on our eyelids. The capillaries start to show. It just, our skin shows our age at times. And it's such a thin skin there that it definitely shows. So what I'm going to do is try to even the playing field, if you will, by putting a little bit of concealer as a eyeshadow primer on my lid. So I'm just going to kind of dab some on. And then I'm going to grab a brush and just kind of, you can see already that just evens everything out of it. And I'm going to smooth it out a little bit more. So I just grabbed my detail brush. It's got a nice, the small end is nice for this application. So get that on there. And already it looks a little brighter, doesn't it? It looks a little more evenly dispensed. So, okay. Excuse me. My next step is I am going to kind of set that now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my smudge brush for this. And you can really, you can also use your fluffy end of your eyeshadow brush, whatever you want. And I'm going to come in with just a base layer of chai. Let me show you. Chai is a nice neutral color. It's right here. It's going to pretty much match it's going to give it a little depth, but my eyelid color. So, and that you can also use a powder. You can skip this step if you feel like it, but really any sort of nude color is just going to kind of set that concealer so it's not quite as sticky. So as I was practicing and watching videos, what I've come up with is that the key to eyeshadow is patience. I'm not great with that. And that's why eyeshadow's never been my jam, honestly. I tend to want quick and simple. And with eyeshadows, it can be pretty quick and simple, but you still have to be patient. So what I'm going to do is come in with what they call a transition color. And a transition color is going to be sort of a good medium shade color. My goodness, my allergies are bad today. Okay, see if that helps. So a good transition, a mid-range color. Some good ones would be this one is Lullaby, and this one is called London. I couldn't remember for a second. So either of those are great. But we have so many beautiful eyeshadow colors, so sky's the limit. I think I will come in with Lullaby. I have Blue Eyes, Lullaby, Mama, um, on Wednesday. All three of these are going to be a good trio for us with Blue Eyes. They're also good neutrals. They're gonna look great with anyone. So if you hear me say, "Oh, it's gonna look great for this eye color," it's just gonna help them pop a little bit. But that doesn't mean that other colors aren't gonna look great with your skin tone too. So be creative. Um, Experiment and see what you find that you like best. Okay, I am going to use our amazing eyeshadow brush. I love this brush. I actually usually give this away as a prize for every class that I have. So if you're in a class or thinking about joining a class, this is something that you can win. I'm going to start with the smaller end, and I'm going to come in to my Lullaby. So I'm going to use this one. And what I'm going to do is just stick it in there, and then we're going to focus on our crease. So the crease is that natural sort of crease in your eye. You want to go a little above it too, because you want to be able to see it. If you stick it just only in the crease, it's just going to get hidden. So we're going to come in, we're going to kind of make a V and just blend into that crease. Now, I'm going to come back, hold it back further, let the brush do the work for us. The brush is better at it than we are, trust me. So this is where patience is key. For me, I would normally slap some on, slap some more on. All of a sudden, I've got way too much. What we need to do is trust that we actually have plenty. Windshield wiper that back and forth and let it do the work for us. See how I'm coming in right above that crease? And you can see the depth and dimension on this eye versus this eye. If you want to add some more, just lightly tap in. I want to keep that eye open a little bit so that you can actually see where you're applying it. And just keep doing that windshield wiper. Okay, so there we have that. Now, if you want to have sort of a more glam evening type look, you can come in and you can kind of make a V inside of the V that we just made with a darker color. Trust would be a good one for that, or oak, anything like that. I'm not going glam today, so I'm not going to do that. Plus, I wanted to just keep this pretty basic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my other eye, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to find that crease, kind of V down through here, windshield wiper it back and forth. Remember to hold the brush back a little further. If you're starting to see any weird spots, you're probably holding your brush too close. Patience is key. And take a look. I think this one's a little darker, so I'm going to come in, I'm going to dip very gently, come back to that crease. Okay, just keep blending. Blending is going to be your friend. All right. Looking pretty good. And now I am going to come in with a lighter color. I have this little brush cleaning tile right here. Works great in between eyeshadow shades. Now I'm going to go in to, I am going to do Bend and Snap. I'm going to do, actually that's on Wednesdays. I'm going to do a little bit of that to give just a little bit of a shimmer. So we're going to use the same end, the smaller end. I'm going to come in, and this I'm going to apply in this inner corner down here. You can kind of blend it out into that other area. You can see pops a little more, adds a little bit of a shimmer. Not too much. I don't want to be, you know, if you add a lot of shimmer and you've got a lot of eye, you know, textures, it's going to show. But if you kind of keep it in a good place, then you're just going to have a pretty finish. So now I'm going to come over here, do that same thing. Get a little more. There. And you can be done there if you want. If you want, you can also use the same shimmer and just kind of come up here in your arch. Finish off your look. Do that over here. And then if you want, you can flip it over to the blending side and just kind of give it all a final blend. And that is how you get a really simple, pretty, everyday eyeshadow look. If you want, you can now come in with a liner. I like to use I keep my balm right here with my eyeshadow colors, you'll see, because I use it with Trust for my brows, and I like to use it with my eyeshadows to make a cream. And I like to use it with my eyeshadows to make, to do a liner. So I added some balm. I'm going to come in with some Lullaby again. You can just add some right under. And if you're gentle, you can also just barely pull on that eye lid. And just come in and put some right on that line, that lash line. It just helps it pop a little bit more. You'll notice I'm not even going all the way across. Just staying right close. And there we have it. It gives it a little more of a pop. If you want to finish it off with, you know, some mascara and some, maybe curl those lashes. I'm going to give the lashes a little bit of a curl. I'm going to skip the mascara for today. And there we have it. Hope you can see that. It's just a very subtle, pretty eyeshadow technique. And if you want to go more glam, like I said, put more on. Add some of the darker color right here in this corner. Do just a smaller V inside of the V that we already made, and that will really smoke it up. And then take more and line underneath, line all the way to the middle here. You can also throw on like some drift or Rome. It's a lighter colored glitter shadow that we have, and you can come in and do that on your inner lids, and that will help it pop a little more too. But I wanted to just come in and give you a quick 2 to 3 color, simple, everyday eyeshadow look. And so I hope that you can see. If you have any questions, let me know. If I don't know the answer, I will find it for you. And I hope that you all have a great day. I hope you all are embracing your inner beauty and have the confidence to love yourself. Bye.